All right, test 1, 2. I don't think I got any sound coming from the game. I guess I do. Okay. Anyway, feel weird talking with this headset on, but I do have speech chat turned on. And it's been a lot of times when I do my opening monologue, diatribe, whatever you want to call it, sometimes the speech chat overtalks me. As one entrepreneur used to say, can't overtalk me. So what is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and we are back for another run of LeMans Ultimate on Imola mixed class GTE LMP2. I've been doing some practicing. I thought I figured out what I needed to do to try to get faster. I watched a few streams, watched the video from James Baldwin, and in theory, it sounds like what I had pieced together for a solution. In theory, it sounded solid, but in practice, it actually made me regress. So I can't say what's going to happen this race. Hopefully, everything will just click. But in any case, talking about a couple of things, there is a lot of racing, real life racing going on this weekend. Right now, as we speak, the 12 hours of Sepang is wrapping up. You know, it's 1 hour to go in that race. And it was mostly GT3 cars, what I think some cup cars in there. And then right after that race ends, which should end at 10:15 Eastern time, because that's what time the race took off, at 12 hours ago at 10:15. Right after that, we've got the 12 hours of Sebring in IMSA, and that is a big race. I know, you know, endurance racing has really grown, both in IMSA and the WEC. So the 12 hours of Sebring is going to be a big race, and I will be watching that. And then, let's see, after the 10 hours of Sebring, that race kicks off at 10 minutes past the 10 o'clock hour Eastern time, which should end at 10:10 p.m. Eastern time. And then midnight Eastern time tonight, tomorrow morning, whatever you want to call it, we have Formula One, the Australian Grand Prix. And I think that should be an exciting race. Lewis Hamilton's first official race as a Ferrari driver. A few other drivers have, you know, a couple of people changed seats, and a couple of new faces. You know, I think we've got Carlos Sainz, who moved over to Williams, and his teammate Alex Albon. Let me see. I think the kid's name is Bierman, I think, who took Lewis Hamilton's seat at Mercedes. And then I think we got a guy named Duhan, who's teamed up with Pierre Gasly. And then there's Hajjaj, who I think took Danny Rick's seat over at shoot, I forgot the name of the team. It might be Haas with Yuki Tsunoda. So yeah, so a lot of exciting racing this weekend. Let's see here. So the race, my official race here doesn't start for another 15 minutes or 13 minutes, to be exact. I had a random thought, and that is about the driver swaps that's going to be coming up here in May for LeMans Ultimate, and I think on PC, uh, I'll go.
Said, "Good morning, sir. Let's get that silver ranking back today. Positive vibes this morning your way."
Thank you so much. I really hope I get that back. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride this week, but it has been more positive than negative in terms of the results. So coming back to the driver swap thing that I was about to point out on PC, we might as well go ahead and include LeMans Ultimate in that. So we got LeMans Ultimate, ACC, Automobilista 2, iRacing. I am not sure about Race Room. I don't know if that has driver swap. Trying to think about what other game. I don't know if the original Assetto Corsa has driver swap either, but I do know for a fact ACC, Automobilista 2, iRacing, LeMans Ultimate. Over on console, I think ACC is the only racing game on console with driver swap. And so stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this. With the growing popularity of endurance racing, over the months, people have been wanting more endurance races in the daily races for GT7. So what we get with GT7 is what we get. The game is built. The developers are not going to go back and make any kind of changes that would require them to deconstruct the game and then build it again. So although Polyphony Digital and Sony are terrible communicators when it comes to keeping the community informed, they do have their ear to the ground. They know what's going on. They know what people like. They know what people don't like. They know what people are complaining about. And in true Sony fashion, anything that's a major complaint about GT7 isn't going to get fixed until we see GT8. That is assuming that GT8 isn't a copy and paste game, because that's basically what GT7 is. It's a copy and paste of GT Sport. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I think Polyphony Digital on GT8 are going to have to add driver swap, given the popularity, the growing popularity of endurance racing and driver swaps. You think LeMans Ultimate is taking off now? Wait till they get that driver swap in May. I mean, this game is going to fly off the charts. So Sony has reacted in the past to popular moves on other sims. Case in point, right around the time that Gran Turismo had that outage when the game first came out, when they had that update to try to stop the farming, and they ended up crashing the servers for like 36 hours. A lot of people were upset, for one thing, because Sony wasn't saying anything. They weren't communicating with anyone. And then when the big name YouTubers started threatening to move on to another sim, they threatened to move on to ACC. Well, it just so happened that at that time, ACC had the American DLC coming out, which featured Watkins Glen along with a couple of other tracks. Well, lo and behold, just about 3 days before ACC was supposed to release that DLC, GT7 releases Watkins Glen, on GT7. Only a couple of days before it was scheduled to release on ACC. So that lets me know that, yeah, they got their ear to the ground. They know what people are complaining about. It's just from from what I'm seeing, they just, a lot of it, they can't do anything about it because the game is finished. This is what we got. 8 minutes. I think the only other thing is the WEC 2025 season has kicked off, and I've noticed 2 new cars in the real life series, and one is the Aston Martin Valkyrie, and a lot of people are saying they can't wait to see that car on LeMans Ultimate. And the developers had hinted at it that at some point that car will come, and I think, if I was to be honest, I don't think we'll see it until the fall. And then the other car that I believe will eventually come to LeMans Ultimate will be the AMG, the car that's been around for a few years. I say that because the Iron Lynx team, last year they were using the Lamborghini, and then when there was still a GTE class, they were using the Porsche. So now they are using the AMG. I noticed that in the Qatar race that happened a couple of weeks ago. So yes, the Iron Lynx team has switched over to the Mercedes AMG, and I expect us to see that car as well sometime this year. So I don't think we'll see those 2 cars until the fall, but yeah, I would like to think that we'll see them sometime this year. And I think that is one last little footnote. My friend J-Dub, he's a PlayStation guy. He's an Xbox troll. He loves having fun with the console war, but he's also an F1 lover. He also loves sim racing. He has some pretty pricey cockpits, and he has some pretty pricey equipment. I spoke to him about doing a one-off sim racing podcast around the time that whenever F125 comes out. And yeah, he said he's absolutely down for it. And I think there's a lot of things that we can talk about. Talk about 2025 sim racing in general, talk about the F125 season in real life, because by the time we do this podcast, we'll probably be 3 or 4 rounds into the season. Talk about the F125 game, whether EA will keep this license or not, because this is, the last obligated year of the contract. There's a 2-year option after that, which I'm guessing EA probably holds the option. We'll see how that plays out. So I think there's going to be a lot of things to talk about. I will keep you guys informed. As we draw closer, I will get in touch with J-Dub so we can try to set something up. I would prefer to do it on his channel. But I will keep you guys informed of the details as we draw closer. So keep that in the back of your mind. What do we got here? 5 minutes before the race starts. And it is cold. I think I actually have to turn the AC off. Yesterday, it was a gorgeous 74 degrees here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Currently, the weather is 60 degrees. But I've turned on the AC and I got a fan sitting right here.
Said the podcast would be great.
Hey, thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. Honestly, this is something I should have spoke to J-Dub about a while ago, but not exactly to put his business out there on purpose. But J-Dub is a businessman. He owns a chain of hotels. So I'd imagine he's quite a busy guy. So, but hey, for a guy to be in his position, to still have a passion for video games like the rest of us, I think it's pretty cool. Four minutes. I think so. As far as sim racing news, I think that's about all I got. You know, I still got the F125 thing swirling around in my head again about whether or not it'll get PSVR 2 support this year. You know, I know I've talked about that before in the past that, you know, according to EA, the way they make it sound is not about whether it'll run on the PS5, PSVR 2 or not. It's about whether Sony will allow it onto the platform. And I get the impression that anything that is a threat to the microtransactions on GT7, Sony is not having it, because at the moment, GT7 is really the only racing game that you could halfway call a simulator on PSVR 2, and it is also infested with ridiculous microtransactions. I think you know, to take a little bit of a downturn in what I'm about to say, Sony is taking advantage of dreams. I've said this so many times that VR has made the dream come true. I've been fascinated with cars as a kid. As a kid, I had hoped to be a race car driver when I grew up, and it would never happen for me.
Said, Sony really dropped the ball with racing games on PSVR 2. If they had 2 or 3 options, they'd ship so many more units.
I think that if GT7 didn't have all those microtransactions, I think Sony would allow other racing games onto the platform. But you know, the GT7 has Grand Theft Auto 5 type microtransactions, which are absolutely ridiculous. And one of the cars that used to be free, that I think used to be free, or at least $5 on GT Sport, now costs real life $200 on GT7, which is absurd. If you let another game onto PSVR 2 that has microtransactions itself, then people might gravitate towards that game. So Sony would be losing out on some microtransaction money. But I've got a minute and a half left to go back to what I was saying about how I feel Sony is taking advantage of dreams. There are a lot of people that are experiencing what I experienced in 2016. When I first put a VR headset on and I tried Drive Club in VR, it was the best feeling I ever had in a video game, followed by the worst. It was so mind-blowing and so real that I was doing 200 miles an hour. It was scary. I also got motion sick because I'd never seen anything move that fast before with a VR headset on. But it made the dream come true. Even though I'm Floyd Mayweather's first cousin, and I've seen a number of his exotic cars, I never sat in any of them. I think, except for one, he had a Rolls-Royce Phantom, and I sat in that for a second. But other than that, I never sat in any of his cars. So you fast forward to now, or 2016, when I was playing Drive Club VR, it was mind-blowing to sit behind the seat of a Ferrari and actually drive it 200 miles an hour. And there's a lot of people that is experiencing that for the first time on GT7 with PSVR 2. Their dreams are coming true to be able to sit behind a $4 million Bugatti and drive a car that they only dreamed about. Drive it at 200 miles an hour. Get an idea of what it must feel like to drive one of those cars, to look around and see the expensive interior, stuff like that. Is, for some of these people, it's a dream come true, just like it was for me. And I feel like Sony's taking advantage of that with the ridiculous microtransactions. So most of the expensive, ridiculous cars on GT7 would be the production cars, the Bugattis, the Ferraris, the real life Lamborghinis and stuff. The race cars, other than the legend race cars, they don't cost that much. You know, except for that Porsche 916, which is 20 million credits, which is a real life $200. But so to close things up on a GT7 before I jump into this practice, when a GT8 comes out, because for the most part,
Eric McCready said, impressed with your recent night racing. That is not an easy task. Kudos on your last few runs.
thanks, but
Two said, I spent €20 I think on credits to buy the Pike Peak Escudo. Great car but disgusted with myself for it.
yeah, I know how you feel. I broke down and spent $20 in real money to grab some of the legend cars on GT7, like the Mazda 787B, a truly historic car. And I just didn't feel like grinding to get the car. So I spent the money for microtransactions to outright buy the car. They got me. It is what it is. But GT8, I don't see myself buying GT8 unless two things happen. One is driver swap for the endurance races, better daily races for that matter, and most importantly, a revised penalty system. We don't get those things. I don't see myself, doing GT8. What the hell? Okay, the screen blacked out on my on my wheelbase for a second. But not to be 100% negative on GT7. Even though I don't stream GT7 anymore, I still dive into the game every now and then, but I do it with a controller because I don't feel like switching over, my wheelbase, yada, yada, yada. I do it with a controller just to see, do I miss this game? And I do it against the AI. I do a couple of laps against the AI. And I think to myself, this isn't a bad game, but the dirty racing and the terrible penalty system is just isn't fun because of that. Even though the AI isn't very competitive, I still have fun every now and then doing a couple of laps against the AI. Oh, hold on, folks. Damn it. I just messed it. Okay, I thought I messed it up. I forgot to turn on my base shakers. Ah, crap.
That's the end of the session. P9.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
You're exiting
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Eric the Crazy said, FYI there is no game audio.
Oh, crap. All right, I'll have to look into it. Oh, oh my God, Eric, you messed my head up. You messed my head up with that no audio thing. Damn. All right, I'll take a look at it in a second.
It's just a scratch. Ignore it.
There's a pretty strong chance that that one of these damn, oh my God. There's a strong chance that one of these damn updates messed it up. Because I've got audio, I hear audio on my headset.
Leader's just done it. 147.21. Okay, Clay, there's a faster car approaching. Sector one's quick.
I got the fastest sector 1.
Eric the Crazy said, no worries, my apologies.
No problem, no problem. Thanks.
147.95.
I'll hear game audio but it's real low.
5 minutes to go.
Okay.
Left.
You already know. A damn update screwed this thing up.
Sector 2 time is quick. Cold tyres, radiators and heated. Brake temperature on your right, clear right.
Damn, did I mess that one up?
Sector 3 is 0.27 off the pace. There's a faster class car behind. Okay, Clay, you need to watch the track limits.
Messed that one up too. I'm just all over the place because I cannot think straight about no audio. Yeah, I mean, this lap is lost anyway.
Master cars approaching.
Damn it, I messed that one up too.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
This is my last shot. And then we'll go back and look at this audio thing.
Car clear right. P5. We need to find a 10th in sector 3.
That's it.
That's the end of the session. P5.
Oh my God. Oculus. Okay, now you guys should have some audio. I hate this damn shit. That's one of the headaches of PC gaming. With these damn updates from Microsoft, Oculus, whoever. OBS, when all of them do their updates, somewhere something gets turned off, and then I go through my checklist, and you know, it's the checklist in my head. I don't write anything down, but something always gets missed, and it affects the stream. So sorry about that, but sorry about the outburst, but man, these updates can get on my damn nerves sometimes. And that is one of the advantages of console gaming. You don't have to go through all that crap. But yeah, there should be audio. So those of you that are still here, thank you so much. So where are we at in the standings? I'm currently 6 out of 12 cars, and right now only one car stands to beat me.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
If I would have been into the 144s, I would have. If I would have gotten to the 144s like I know I can, I would either be in second place or I'd have pole. Either way, barring something disastrous, I expect to finish in the top half of the results. So, you say it's good now, Eric McCready? Thanks. But now I don't hear you. Now I don't hear speech chat. Jesus. So hopefully speech chat works
Eric
now.
McCready.
There we go.
Said, it's good now.
Jesus. Oh, excuse me. Didn't probably wasn't the appropriate
Eric
word.
McCready. Said, Emma, shut up.
No, you're all good now. Everything's all set now. So,
Formation
so go ahead,
lab
fire
has
away.
started. Green flag, green flag.
Come right side's clear. Car right side's clear. On your right, yellow flag, watch out. Clear right. We think brown and equipment ended. Right side's clear. Right side's clear. Sector 1 is green. Yellow flag in sector 2. We think Ian has gone off. Blue flag in sector 2. Clear left. Sector 3 is now yellow.
All that noise he made just to spin out.
Sector 3 is now clear.
Time 2:05.77.
Okay, Clyde,
Route
the next
11.
car is Conway.
Said, aw snap. Found a speedster.
Rudo, how you doing? Nice one, dude.
Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it. Clear right.
Oh shit.
Sector 2 is yellow.
I'm gonna get reported for that.
We think the convoy has stacked it. Clear right. We've seen a little bit of bodywork damage there. Keep pushing, we might get him back. Yellow flag. Clear left. We think that Richie has spun off. Sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 3 is clear. Sector 1 is green. It looks like Ruxy has been dead.
OMG.
Car ahead is...
Yeah, you
That
got
setup
that.
looks so beautiful and fun.
Thank you.
Green flag, Sector 2. Okay, Clay, we've just cut the track. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. It looks like Ian and Damon have stacked it. Sector 3 is yellow. We can see Berger has gone off. Sector 3 is green. Green flag, Sector 2. Incident Sector 3, yellow flag, coal tires all round. It looks like Wehrman has crashed. Green flag, Sector 3.
Garuda Legends said, I see why you did consider me a flat screen peasant. You ain't wrong.
Okay, Clay, your refuel window will open on lap 6 and it should close on lap 17. We just had a warning for cutting the track.
He decided he didn't want any smoke. Woo!
Faster car approaching. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think Berger has binned it. Green flag in Sector 3, gap to P6. Behind is now 1.3 seconds. Okay, Clay, the next car is Norris.
Time 1:46.
5-4.
2.
Sector 1, yellow flag. We think car has binned it. Green flag, Sector 1. clear left. Clear left. Come on, Clay, don't let him get away. Clear left. Faster car behind, he's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
Lap 149.8.
8th place. Track limits. The driver in front of us is Ryder. Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Damon has crashed. Sector 1 is clear. Clear right. Yellow flag, sector 3. We can see car has gone off. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Yellow flag, sector 3. We think that Damon has gone off. Green flag in sector 3. Okay, pit stop requested. Alright, Clay, pit window is open. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag, sector 1. Pit crew is ready. You're reeling, E7 in. The gap's now 0.7. Track limits, watch those lines. Right, the guy ahead of us is Connor. Go, go, go.
Oh boy. That dumbass P2 car rear-ended me just cost me an extra 30 seconds. If you can get into the pits, based on the way I take my pit schedules, if I can come into the pits with no damage, it's usually only a 15-second pit. Because I'm just stopping for fuel and that's it. Look at all these DNFs, all of them P2 cars. These P2 dudes don't.
7.66.
These dudes do not know how to relax and let the race come to them. Every one of them force something.
Lango is now in the lead. All clear on pit exit, you can push now. Sector 2 is now yellow. The brake temperatures are low, we need to get some heat into them. Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag. It looks like Huber and Mares have spun off. Flag in sector 1. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag, sector 2, you're in last. Sector 1 is now green, sector 2 is green. We can see Huber has spun off. Car approaching. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue. Yellow flag. It looks like Julian has binned it. Sector 2 is clear. Okay, Clay. The next car is Huber. Ahead is pitting. Clear left. 10th position. Yellow flag in sector 2. flag in sector 2.
Ooh, somebody got a drive-through.
Yellow flag in sector 3. We think that Brown has stacked it. The gap to Morris behind is now 10 seconds. Green flag sector 3. Exited in sector 2, yellow flag, P9. The lap time was at 1:46.92. We think that Darman has stacked it. Sector 2 is now green. Morris behind is pitting. Julian is pitting from position 1. He should be a little bit behind when he comes out. Okay, Clay, we're at the halfway point. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes. Yellow flag in sector 3. We think Raven has gone off. Green flag sector 3. Alright Clay, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. The gap to Stefan behind is increasing. It's now 19 seconds. Bott is entering the pits. He's in P3. He should come out just in front of you. Car behind's a faster class. Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. It looks like Uber spinned it, green flag sector 1. Blue flag. Sector 3 is yellow. We think Rugsy has binned it. Sector 3 is now clear. That's the quickest lap for your class. You've just done a 145.77. Okay, Clay, run out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. Blue flag. Clear right.
Damn it, dude.
That time was a 1:40.
Nice and smooth. Don't overdrive the car. P8. 15 minutes left. Darman is pitting from P9. We think he'll come out close in front. Alright, Clay, it's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. The next car is spot.
Lap 1:45.67.
Yellow flag, sector 2. There's a faster car approaching. We think Julian has spun off. Green flag in sector 2. The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines. Blue flag. Clear left. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think that Sega has gone off. Green flag in sector 3. Yellow flag. It looks like Sega has crashed. Green flag sector 3.
He's coming out the pits.
Time 146.16.
Damn, he got out before I could catch him.
Okay, Clay. The next car is Laurent. The car behind's a faster class. Connor is pitting from P2. We think he'll come out just behind you. Blue flag, yellow flag in sector 1.
God damn it!
We think Laurent has crashed. Sector 1 is green.
Oh, he did a
Ryden is now
144.8. That's what I normally do.
We've been warned about track limits. There's a faster car behind. The racing will be positioned so there'll be no blue flag.
Damn, he did a splash and dash. He went in there and got out.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
What the hell is wrong with these P2 dudes trying to
See,
rejoin?
Sega has been dead. Sector 3 is green. Sector 1 is green. The car in front of us is what?
We got a ways to go.
Gap to Lawrence behind is increasing. It's now 5.5.
These 147s and 146s just not going to get it.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Clay. You've used half your fuel. The leader, Ryder, is pitting. Clear left. Lango is leading the race. Clear right.
Come on, dude! Damn, these P2s are slowing me down going through these corners slow. They get on top of me, I let them through, and then they go through these corners like a snail.
Yellow flag.
They are costing me so much time.
Green flag in sector 3. We think that Stefan has stacked it. Okay, Clay, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Time 148.13.
Well, this is it. I gotta take him. I can't rely on the pits to save me.
You just cut the track.
Little bit of a brake check, but okay.
Clay. The next car is Conway. Yellow flag, sector 1. It looks like Julian has spun off. Sector 1 is now green. Pressure on, don't give him any respite. Richie is hunting for position 6. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you. Okay, Clay, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Lap 146.77.
Come on, pass him already. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. 7th position. Okay, Clay, there's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag. Clear left.
Lap 147.64.
To go, 2 minutes.
Oh!
Sector 2, yellow flag. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. Sector 2 is green. We think that Connor has binned it. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Clay. Sector 3 is clear.
Somebody lost the wing. Oh, that's a wrap for him. He's in the grass and he lost his wing.
Yellow flag, Sector 2, 6th place. Connor behind is pitting. Car approaching. Car clear right. Car right side's clear.
Damn, that Ferrari got some long legs.
We can see Richie has gone off. Green flag, Sector 2. Within the track limits.
He's gonna try it.
Clear left.
Come on, come on.
In front is now 0.7. Clear right. Stay between the lines, please, Clay. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. It looks like Raven has gone off. Well done, decent drive. Okay, pit stop requested.
that has to be the most puzzling podium I have ever gotten. My pace was not there. But I don't know. I mean, they got me wondering that they slow the cars down again. Because everybody in here is turning in 145s. Only one person broke 144. I mean, earlier this week, I was breaking 144s in my sleep. And the best I could do today was a 145.6. I don't know. And then, like, as far as the GTE cars, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars were faster than me. I don't get it. Now, this Conway guy, he was the one that I was fighting with this whole time. I mean, the past few laps. That Ferrari had more straight line speed than me. All of a sudden, he slows down, and I rear-ended him because I didn't count on that. I didn't expect him to slow down, but now that I stop and think about it, he must have slowed down because he was on the verge of catching a point and probably getting a drive-through penalty. So he lifted so he wouldn't get the point. That's the only thing I can think of, because I was staying with him through the corners, but he was pulling away from me on the straights, and I don't get it. I mean, I think a lot of these cars that I got past, a lot of them I got past in the pits. That was the plan. But I think a lot of these cars that pulled into the pits probably had a lot of damage, so it made for a real long pit stop. I mean, in a race like this where you have to make pit stops, you have to avoid damage at all costs. But it's so hard to do, especially the way these P2 drivers are acting. I mean, these dudes is wild. Most of the DNFs and most of the wrecks were P2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 P2s DNF. These were the guys that were causing wrecks. These are the guys that were spinning off the track at the corners. Well, let's go see what the damage is. I got a podium. I'm still scratching my head as to how I got it, but I got the podium. Oh my God. I was expected to take pole, and I was expected to win that race. I will say, based on the lap times that I was doing earlier this week, I could have won that race because I was turning in I was turning in 144s, mid 144s, 144.3. So my fastest lap throughout this week was a 144.2. The race results. The guy who won it turned in a 145.1. I do a 145.1 on a bad lap. When I'm dialed in, I get into the mid-low 144s. So, based on that, yes, I should have won this race. I should have took pole. But I will take it. It is better than losing rank, and silver is within my sights again. I know I'm going to do this race again later. I just don't know if I'm going to stream it, especially with the 12 hours of Sebring going on today, which is probably it's already underway, I'm assuming. But in any case, I had a really good fight with Conway. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to take him because the Ferrari had the long legs on the straights. but for whatever reason, I was able to stick with him through the corners. And I don't know if that's because of the Corvette. I don't know if the Corvette takes corners better than the Ferrari, or it was just the lines that I was taking where I was setting him up to try to attack him on the straights. But no, the jaws on the Corvette just was not big enough to take that Ferrari on the straights. But thank you all for watching. Apologies for the disastrous start to the stream with the audio issues, OBS, yada, yada, yada. Oh my God. You know what? I might actually have to, I'm going to have to play some other games today just so I can clear my mind of this shit. So I don't know. I might play some Call of Duty. I might play some Battlefield. Hell, I might even put the other headset on and do some GT7. But whatever I do, I got to clear my head from this shit. I don't think I can come back and do a back-to-back race after what I think was a disappointing, a race that in my opinion I was able to salvage. So thanks for watching. I don't know what the rest of the day is going to look like, so I'm not going to go out and I'm not going to put it out there and say that I'll be back. It's a thing where I'll just play it by ear and just see what happens. All right, enjoy your day, everybody. I hope the weather's good wherever you're at. If the weather's nice, get out, touch a little bit of grass, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, you all know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. See you, everybody. Have a good one.